Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a video for you from Judge Washington Hill in Texas. She has a very overprotective mom, way overprotective. And it's a good thing the judge zeroes right in on it. I'll let you guys watch.
We're hearing cause number DF 2406990, Birdsong and Lassiter. With the parties in the Birdsong and Lassiter matter, please unmute yourselves, turn your cameras on, and raise your right hands. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Birdsong?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Lassiter?
Yes, ma'am.
You may both lower your hands, and Mr. Talley, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I first need to call Mr. Birdsong for service on the record.
You may.
Sir, would you please state your full name?
Albert Lee Birdsong the fourth.
Did you receive a copy of the state's petition in this matter via email?
I did.
And are you agreeing to waive formal service and citation of that petition and enter your appearance in the case today?
Yes, sir.
And are you also agreeing to waive your right to have this matter reset and agreeing to proceed today?
Yes, sir.
Judge, please let the record reflect that Mr. Birdsong has waived service and entered his appearance.
The record will so reflect.
Thank you, Judge. We're here in a petition to establish the parent-child relationship, and we have an agreement with the exception of a potential step up for visitation. So if I could state the terms and then take testimony on that issue.
You may.
The order finds that Mr. Birdsong is the biological and legal father of the child subject of this suit, whose last name will be Birdsong. Parties will be appointed joint managing conservators of the child, with Ms. Lassiter being the conservator, with the exclusive right to designate the primary residence of the child within Dallas or any contiguous county. Parties have agreed to a standard visitation schedule. However, Ms. Lassiter is requesting that until the child turns 1 year old, that there be no overnight visits and that the child be returned by 9 p.m. on any evening that Mr. Birdsong has visitation. Mr. Birdsong will be ordered to apply for or maintain the child on private health insurance available to him through his employer, and to pay guideline child support of $431 per month beginning August 1st. There is a retroactive child support judgment against Mr. Birdsong in the amount of $4,741 as of today's date. Judgment would be payable at $74 per month beginning August 1st. Cost would be as billed to Mr. Birdsong, and there's no request for a finding of family violence or non-disclosure. That's the extent of the order, if I may call the parties.
What was the child support again, Mr. Talley?
$431, Judge.
Okay. All right, you may call the parties.
I'll call the mother. Ma'am, would you please state your full name?
Sophia Marina Lassiter.
And did you hear the terms of the order that were stated to the court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand those terms?
Yes, sir.
And with the exception of the issue of the no overnight visits until the child is 1, are you in agreement with the terms of the order and believe they would be in the best interest of your child?
Yes, sir.
Has there been any family violence between you and Mr. Birdsong in the last 2 years?
No, sir.
Do you have any other child support cases where family violence is a concern?
No, sir.
How old is your child?
She is 10 months.
Okay. And you are simply requesting that the court order that when Mr. Birdsong has visitation until the child turns 1, that he return the child by 9 p.m. on each evening, and then after the child turns 1, that there be no restriction on overnights. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What's the reason that you're making that request?
Simply because I feel like she's still young and I feel like she wouldn't be able to sleep anywhere else without me, especially. But I understand that it is something that has to eventually start happening. I just want her to be at least 1, just a little older, just 2 more months, and she'll be 1. So,
has she ever spent the night with Mr. Birdsong before?
No, sir.
Is there any other reason you'd like to give to the judge?
I think that Albert is fully capable of taking care of Annalicia. I just would prefer for her to just be a little older until she starts having the weekends with him. That's it.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
You may call your next witness.
I'll recall the father. Sir, did you hear the terms of the order that were stated to the court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand those terms?
Yes, sir.
And with the exception of the issue of the overnight visits, are you in agreement with those terms and believe they're in the best interest of the child?
Yes, sir. As far as what?
Everything other than the overnight visits.
The child support, I do have something about that. Whenever I was trying to contact her about my daughter being born, she was supposed to be born September 16th. She wasn't born until the 24th. I was contacting her from the 16th or a couple days before the 16th, all the way until the 24th. I didn't know she was born still. I went to go make police reports because I didn't know where my daughter was. I was trying to put myself on child support as well. I was contacting family courts and stuff. So it just seems a little high for the things that I had to go through when I wasn't able to see my daughter when she was born, and her phone number was changed and I was blocked and all of that. So
Are you talking about the
I don't
monthly
agree
child
with
support?
that.
Are you talking about the monthly child support number of 431 that you'd pay each month going
Just
forward?
the retribution.
Okay. Do you understand that the
4,000
retroactive? Do you understand that the retroactive child support judgment would not change based on the child being born on September 16th or September 24th? It would not be any different if the child had been born on a different day in that month.
So would it have been different if I was able to contact her and us work something out? So I was able to send her money. What if I was trying to send her the money within those couple days? You know what I'm saying?
So
Like I wasn't able to contact her at all to talk about our child.
the question is, did you send her any money?
I had no way to. I was blocked. I had no phone number to send it to.
But
So no.
there was reason to everything.
Hold on, Miss Lassiter.
Ma'am, Miss Lassiter, this is Mr. Birdsong's time to talk, okay? Thank you. We'll give you another opportunity to speak in just a second. Go ahead, Mr. Tower.
Okay, so moving on to the issue of the overnight visits, sir, you're not in agreement to the provision preventing you from having overnight visits until the child's 1, is correct?
Yeah, I'm not in agreement to that.
Okay, and why do you believe it would be appropriate for you to go ahead and have the full standard visitation schedule at this time?
Because every time she's came over, I've gotten her to go to sleep. I get her to eat. She's taken care of. She has everything she needs. I have my own property, so like there ain't gonna be nobody kicking us out or anybody telling us we're too loud or anything. So everything she needs, she has.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay, Miss Lassiter, you wanted to say something? You're muted, so unmute yourself.
Sorry. Okay. But yes. So, because he was mentioning that I didn't communicate with him during the time that I delivered on Alicia and everything, but obviously this isn't what the case is about. There was just reason to everything. There's reason to everything, and just like I have had my faults in this whole entire case, Albert has also had his faults. I just hope that we all take accountability for our actions within this. It takes two to bring life, and I know he wasn't a part of the birth. I know that he wasn't a part of a lot of it, but it all comes back to the beginning, and a woman will never forget how she was treated during her pregnancy. Okay.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Does he visit with the child now?
Yes, he does.
How long has he been visiting with the child?
He met Annalicia whenever she was 6 weeks. He has at that time he saw her like once a month. And then now he's seen her like on Friday and on Sunday, but he hasn't seen her. He has had like 2 weeks, like on and off, like back and forth. So, like within this month, he has only seen her, I want to say like 2 times, because of his own personal matter. And then yeah, but I give him the opportunity to see her, and there have been times that I pick her up a little later, and it'll be like a little bit of a problem. So the latest I've picked up on Elisa and the latest I've said would be 11, but I've always picked her up no later than 10:30, max 9. I mean, max 11, yeah. But I've picked her up within the time range that we've always said. And then, yeah. And as far as her spending the night over there, like I said, Albert is fully capable of taking care of Annalicia, and I never objected to that. It is just that she is so young. She sleeps, and I just feel more comfortable waiting until she is 1 to start the.
What's going to change when she's 1?
I just feel like she'll be more stable in the aspect of maybe even walking, but like more crawling. I just feel like there's different things like that in her
She can't
eating.
walk or crawl at his house. She can only walk or crawl at your house.
She can walk or crawl here. It's just, I don't know. I'm just, I guess, a little scared. And also with
Oh,
the,
so it's you that we're doing this for and not really Annalisa, right?
we're doing this for Annalicia.
So how is it going to change for Annalicia in 2 months? Tell me how it's going to change in 2 months.
Because within this time, she'll be able to develop more within her eating as well. And I just feel like because I'm not there, I don't know what they're doing, and we don't communicate that much within, even about Annalicia. Like if I ask during that time, like, what is she doing? This, and this. Is she okay? He'll wait a certain amount of time and then later on tell me what she's doing or anything. I just need to know what she's doing. I just need to make sure
Everything
she's
you're telling me is about you, Miss Lassiter, and not about Annalisa.
well,
You're saying you'll feel better. You're saying you want to know what she's doing. You're saying he makes you wait. It's not that he makes Annalisa wait to eat or he doesn't take care of Annalisa. It's just your fears. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to just order standard visitation because you, by your own testimony, said he's perfectly capable of taking care of her. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Birdsong, Annalisa is young. She's not one. And it would be courteous of you to let her mom know how she's doing when she's with you. It is a big step for a mom to let a child as young as Annalisa just go with someone when they've been the support of that child. That child has always been with them. And also, Mr. Birdsong, if you feel like that Annalisa is not doing good, not sleeping through the night, then you can say, maybe we shouldn't do this overnight. Maybe we should wait a little. Okay. So the two of you can agree to whatever you want to agree to, but he'll have standard visitation. Mr. Birdsong, you have something you want to say?
No, man, I was just confirming that I heard you.
Oh, okay. All right. So does everybody understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it'll just be standard visitation, Mr. Tally. And then I will accept the agreement of the parties and make those agreements the order of the court. Everything else was agreed to, correct, Mr. Tally?
I suppose Mr. Birdsong did object to the retro if you want to make a ruling on that.
Okay, then I will order a retroactive child support judgment of $4,741. Order it paid at $74 per month. Is there anything else? If there's nothing further, thank you both for appearing here today. Good luck to both of you. And hold on, before I say that, if you do not like my ruling, if you don't agree with it, if you think it's unfair, you have 3 days to appeal and 30 days to file a motion for new trial. This case is out of the 254th District Court. That is Judge Kim Brown, and that's who you would appeal to. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Now, thank you both for appearing here today, and you're both free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
So she didn't even let him be there for his child's birth? That's pretty cold. I mean, if you don't want him to look down there, he doesn't have to look down there. You can say, no, you can't look down there. But at least let him be there so that, he can give the first bath or he can cut the umbilical cord. I mean, those things are really important to a man. And she just took that away from him. And that's not fair. That's not right. And she's really being way overprotective. And it's a good thing the judge did point that out to her, that all of this is to make her feel better, not really for the child, because the child is doing fine when she's in his care. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.